Good afternoon, everyone. Today, my topic is structure of HTML and HTML introduction. I'm myself Varshini DC. Currently, I'm pursuing computer science in Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Introduction to HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is used to create web pages using markup languages. HTML is the combination of hypertext and markup languages, and it defines the link between the web pages. A markup language is used to define the text document within the tag, which defines the structure of web pages. This language are also used to annotate text so that a machine can understand its language and it will manipulate text accordingly. Most markup languages are human readable, like for example HTML. The language uses tags to define what manipulation has to be done on the text. And HTML consists of series of elements. HTML tells the browser how to display the content. HTML elements also have label pieces of content such as this is heading, this is a paragraph, this is a link, etc. History of HTML. At 1989, Tim Berners-Lee he invented HTML with World Wide Web Consortium. In 1991, Tim Berners-Lee he developed HTML, and in 1993 he drafted as HTML plus. Later, World Wide Web Consortium has been developed its version as HTML 3.2. Later on 1999, it has developed its version as more advanced like 4.01. In 2000, it has developed with another HTML version which is Hex HTML 1.0. Later, at 2014, it was developed HTML5 version. Later on, according to the changes, it has developed its versions as HTML 5.1, HTML 5.1, its second edition, and later it developed HTML 5.2. Next, structure of an HTML. So basically, HTML consists of head and body. Head contains the information about the HTML document. For example, title of the page, version of HTML, metadata, etc. It contains also body. This contains everything that you want to display on the web page. So every web page must contain this code. Below is the complete explanation of each tags in the HTML code. So first we start our HTML language with the document HTML tag. This tag is used to specify which HTML version we are using, and it currently tells us that we are using the version of HTML 5.0. Later, we have HTML tag, that too with the start tag and the end tag. So start tag, that is the HTML tag. It specifies it's a root element of the HTML. It's a biggest and main element in complete HTML language. All the tags, elements, and attributes are enclosed in it. We can wrap in it. So HTML tag, it's a parent tag of head and body tags. Other tags can also be enclosed within the head and body. In HTML tag, we use language attributes to define the languages of HTML page, such as English or Spanish or French. Head. Head tag contains metadata. It also includes title, page, and CSS. So the data which is stored in the head tag is not displayed to the user. It is just written for the reference purposes, and it is also a watermark for the owner. Next, basically, this is the HTML structure. First, we have document type. As we have seen in the previous slide, document type, it is used to tell us which version of HTML we are using. And also, we have HTML tag. We have in the HTML, we have two parts, that is head and body. So, head part consists of title, and we are closing the head tag. Later, we have body tag. It contains heading content and the paragraph content. Later, we are closing the body tag. Next, we have HTML tag. So, body tag. Body tag is used to enclose all the data which a web page has from text to links. So all the contents that you see rendered in the browser is contained within this elements. So following are the tags and the elements which are used in the body. For the headings, we are using H1, H2, H3 up to H6 we are using. And for the paragraph, we are using P, and we are also using div and span, B, I and U. We are using for ordered and unordered list LI, UL and OL. And for the image, audio, video, we are using IMG, audio, video and iframe. For the table and thread, we are using table, thread. And for the form, we are using form, and we are using also label and input. Next, we have HTML headings. HTML headings, basically headings means titles or the subtitles that we want to display on the web page. So HTML's tags or headings are being defined with the H1 to H6 tags. H1 is the most important heading, but H6 defines the least important heading. Search engines use the headings to index the structure and content of your web pages. Users often skim a page by its headings. It is important because it is important to use headings to show the document structure. H1 is used for main headings, followed by H2, where we have said H3 is the least important, and so on. Example for the HTML headings are H1, heading 1, and we also have closing tag, which is forward slash with H1. Next, we have H2, heading 2. We are closing that tag with a forward slash H2. H3, heading 3, we are closing that with forward slash H3. H4, that is heading 4, we are closing it with a forward slash, that is H4. H5 with the heading 5, we are closing H5 with a forward slash H5. H6, that is heading 6, we are closing it with a forward slash. Next, we have HTML paragraphs. So HTML paragraph, it defines a element in a paragraph. So paragraph, it always starts on a new line, and it is automatically browsed, and it will add some white space before and after a paragraph. So consider an example P. This is a paragraph. We are closing it with same as usual in the headings. Like we are closing it with forward slash, and also we have, this is another paragraph. We are closing it with forward slash and that paragraph, that is P. How to close a paragraph element. So in HTML4 and earlier versions, we have enough to initiate a new paragraph using the opening tag. Most browsers will display HTML correctly even if you forget the end tag. For example, without end tag, if we give like this is a paragraph, this is another paragraph, so automatically HTML will display even though if you forgot to give the end tag. Next, we have HTML entities. Some characters are reserved in HTML. If we use like less than or greater than signs in your text, the browser might mix them with tags. So character entities are used to display the reserved characters in HTML. So character entity looks like ampersand entity underscore name or ampersand hash entity underscore number. To display a less than, we must have ampersand less than or ampersand hash 60. Also, we have non-breaking space. A commonly used entity in HTML is the non-breaking space. So, the syntax is ampersand NBSP. So, a non-breaking space, it is a space that will not break into a new line. Two words are separated by a non-breaking space and it will stick together. This is handy when breaking the words might be disruptive. For example, we have ampersand 10 or 10 km per hour and 10 p.m. Thank you.